This week's episode of Black at Work is sponsored by If you have a fuck you know what to do. Send them to us here at Black at Work Pod. Hit us up on all social media platforms at Black at Work Pod, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. You know what's up. Now, let me stop acting sounding like a gangster. Also, if you want to be professional, email us blackatworkpod@gmail.com, or you can visit our website and submit a fuck you anonymously, or let us know who you is, blackatworkpod.com. Our fuck you of the week comes from Shisha.
Shisha? Like what you go to the hookah bar and smoke? Okay, girl. What you got, Shisha?
Don't be making fun of Shisha and her name. Oh Lord. Hey ladies, I am a new listener and I have to say I'm really enjoying the show. I came here to vent, so bear with me. So I'm a contractor at a new job and it's been cool so far. But this one white bitch keeps trying me. On Wednesday, during our weekly meeting that we both have with our PBP, she thought she tried to catch me slipping. I'm assuming a PBP is a manager or something.
Okay.
So we are going over position reviews, and the PBP asked me what the status is of the position. I told her the position closed this week and I was no longer working on it. Why this white bitch interrupt and say, "I'm sorry to interrupt, but who closed the position?" Now I already knew where she was going with this, so I played dumb and acted like I had no clue of what she was trying to do. So I said, "I guess the onboarding team." She said, "Oh, the reason why I asked was because you said the rec was closed, but it's still in the requested folder." I said, "That's because I had to go make a correction to an offer, but the initial offer was already signed, so it's closed." She gonna start laughing embarrassingly and try to correct herself and say, "Oh, okay. I was just wondering because that happened to me before." Bitch.
Girl, look.
And she wrote, "Bitch, first of all, you're not a supervisor, a lead, or my manager. Second, if the PPP is asking me a question about my position," she put in all caps, "why are you going behind her and looking into it as well? I know how to do my job. I don't need you following up behind me, checking shit. Fuck you, Millie." And you
Why her name gotta be Millie?
her name, Millie Wop. "Fuck you, Millie. And you worry about your alligator face ass and the positions you have to fill."
Bloop. The fuck? Girl, you're not even a manager. That would have, girl. Actually, Shisha, you did you did way better than me, because the look that I would have given her just would have been enough to make her run that right back after asking that shit. Like, why are you inquiring about something that my work? This don't have nothing to do with you, and you're not the manager. Girl, she would have got a death stare from me. And then that's a no. Like,
Girl, yeah, I agree. Like, y'all know how I am. I don't like the following up behind me. Like, if somebody's trying to like follow up behind me, or seemed like she was like you said, she was trying to catch you slipping or like try to trip you up to make you be like, "Oh, well, you're right." Like, no, like if you wasn't going to look in her stuff, you would realize that she has her shit together.
but why are
Like,
you looking at her stuff to begin
and why
with?
are you looking at it to begin with? What are you do? Who told you to go and be an auditor?
And then I don't like how she came behind and was like, "Oh, excuse me, I don't mean to." Yes, you do. Yes, the fuck you do. That's why you did it, bitch. Like, oh,
Girl, I'm telling
y'all be
you,
having us amped
baby.
with these stories because
Girl,
the caucasity of all of
it's
this
the
is just,
caucasity.
why do y'all feel like y'all have the right to know shit, the right to be informed about stuff that don't have nothing to do with you? Nothing.
Nothing.
What does Shisha's work have to do with you, Millie?
Stop
Nothing.
talking. Why you saying they name? Shisha and Millie.
That's what you said. They names was. Shit.
Shisha and Millie. Yeah. Millie Wop. Worry about you
Okay.
and stop worried about Millie Wop. Worry about you and stop worried about Shisha because she knows what she's doing.
Okay.
And white people love to try to trip you up and try to make you seem like you don't know how to do your job. Bitch, first of all, I know how to do my job and I know how to do it better than you, miss.
Period. And then even if you were making a mistake, Shisha, you just started. You just motherfucking started. And there's a way better way for her to have corrected you. If
Absolutely.
she had any good intentions behind that, she would have pulled you to the side in the meeting and would have been like, "Hey Shisha, I saw such and such. I just want to make sure that you knew it right or you were doing it right." That's the type of nosy white bitch that we can appreciate. Even though that white bitch can sit down too. I would have appreciated it from that approach than how she did it. So
Right.
fuck Millie Wop.
Not Billy Wop. Oh man. Well, girl, keep us posted.
Yeah.
Shisha. Well, I don't know if Shisha a man or a woman child, but shout out to Shisha child.
She should got to be a girl after all of this. She has
Right.
to.
She, her. Listen. Oh man. Well, if you have a fuck you, send them to us and we are going to give you our most professional, utmost feedback.
Is that what it is? That's
No,
what
not at
that's
all.
what we calling it.
That's what we call it.
So shout out to everybody that's been interacting with us on social media. We love, love, love chatting with you guys during the work week. It's just something to kind of not focus on work and do with y'all. So we love that. Get messy with us on Instagram and TikTok and all of that. So this week's shout out, we're actually going to give a shout out to our coworker, Miss Teresha, and she is pretty. I hope I'm saying your name right. And I don't want to give your username for obvious reasons, just in case. But she is an artist. Shout out to you, girl. So she commented on our post this week about a person accepting some medicine, quote unquote, from their coworker, and it turned out to be crack.
Oh Lord, not the crack.
So Teresha said that she was actually talking to one of her coworkers about her workload and how stressed she was. And the coworker said that she had something in her car that could help.
Oh no.
No,
And she went to the car?
not,
Lord.
she
This true crime story, look, it's
look.
about to go wrong, baby.
Okay. Well, she didn't say she went to the car, but it turns out the coworker was trying to give her some cocaine. And baby, look, we
Child.
don't do that. So shout out to you, Teresha. And also another shout out to our coworker. She didn't call herself our favorite coworker, and is well, one of them. Shout out to Latrice. We gave her a shout out last week. She posted us again on her page and in her
Hey
stories.
Latrice.
Hey, Latrice.
Shout out to you, girl.
Yeah, girl, we love you. And all the rest of you guys who've been leaving comments and interacting all week, we appreciate that. And let's go ahead and get over to the water cooler. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, guys, because we might have to fight cut a bitch. Federal Appeals Court has
Tuh.
exactly. These niggas in the Federal Appeals Court has temporarily blocked President Biden's student loan forgiveness program. What time you rolling up, Vanessa, to the White House?
Girl.
Cause
It's baby, listen. Let's go on ahead and we ain't gotta wait till January 6th.
look, this
We
ain't
go
This ain't that $600, nigga. This is
Listen,
20 bands. Like,
that we're talking about here.
y'all fucking around. We not playing with y'all. Y'all better give us this goddamn loan forgiveness. And fuck that. Black people should have 40,000 taken off, I think.
Okay, that is so true. I like that.
Actually, all of our loans should be forgiven. Like, it's reparations, because the least y'all could do is give us free
The least.
education after all of this bullshit we endured. But anyway, guys, the federal appeals court temporarily blocked President Biden's student loan forgiveness program from continuing following an appeal from 6 Republican-led states. So the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Eighth Circuit ruled on Friday that the policy was to cancel thousands of dollars in student loan debts should be put on hold while challenges, quote unquote, play out. What you got in this?
What challenges? What challenges could there be? And why are y'all trying to stop the movement of helping people?
Right.
Like, what is it that's, are we cutting into y'all's check? Are y'all not going to be able to pay y'all mortgage? Like, y'all not going to be able to meet the first the first of the month rent? Like, what is the issue to where y'all really are trying? Why would you said the states like literally came in and was like, oh no, like, can you imagine them saying, oh no, we don't want to help nobody with this? For what? Why not?
It doesn't make any sense. And
It makes no sense to me.
I think that they are fucking around like they always do. It's always something, and it's so it's interesting that this time of year that you would pick to do this clownery. So I really hope that those of you who have decided to vote, just let them know how irritated you are that they are fucking around with our 20 bands, because y'all are playing. Stop playing with me. Get my money.
Stop playing with my emotions. Don't teeter-totter with me like a nigga. Like, don't be telling me, yeah, baby, I'm gonna pay for your student loans. And then you come to me a month later, a couple weeks later, after I done filled everything out. I done filled out the application. I done filled on your little penis a little bit. Okay. And then you come back and tell me that you ain't paying for it? Oh, no.
Girl, did they have us fill out that application? Like,
girl, I sure filled out mine last week while at homecoming. Had me feeling some type of way.
And it was so short. Like, niggas was thinking that it was a scam.
It was a scam, right?
Yeah, but I hurried up and filled that shit out. Look,
girl, what?
Y'all better stop fucking around. Give us our goddamn money and stop bullshit.
Cancel the shit. It's not that serious. It's $20,000. That ain't, some people that ain't gonna even put a dent in there. So that's the least y'all could do.
It literally, speaking as one of those people, it is not doing anything to my balance.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, what it is going to do is help my debt to income ratio on my credit. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And y'all need to go ahead and do that quickly. All right. Well, 50 Cent, he came on the...
Not 50, hold on.
50 Cent went on the Breakfast Club and addressed the drama that has been unfolding online for weeks, actually years with his son that looks exactly like him, like splitting image. This nigga had him alone. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, Marquise Jackson is 50 Cent's 20 plus year old son. I think he's like 20. He's between 24. I mean, no, 22 and like 25. He has to be. I believe he's in his mid 20s. Anyway, he's grown. He's grown as hell. But for years, he's been online talking about his strained relationship with his father, how his dad doesn't fuck with him. And 50 has long stated that he has actually been beefing with the child's mom, and that as a result of that, he's been brainwashed. And so currently, Fiddy and his son Marquise no longer have a relationship. So Marquise has been online for the past few weeks talking about how he wants a relationship with his son, complaining about the $6,700 that he gets a month in child support, which is, I'm not going to get into that discussion because niggas is already talking about that, and I'm not even gonna come for that. But he's getting this $7,000 almost in child support, and he's saying that it's not enough. He wants a relationship with his dad. Blah 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 blah. So 50 goes on Charlemagne's show, Breakfast Club, and Charlamagne asks him, like, what's up with this? Your son just say he wants a relationship with you. And 50 goes on to say that it's all a show. His show is putting on his show. His son is putting on a show for social media. He doesn't really want a relationship with him because if he did, he would contact him directly. Marquise came behind him and said, how can I contact you? You have me blocked on every avenue there is to contact you. This is the only way I can get your attention is by going to the blogs, blah, blah, blah. So there are some other characters in play, somebody else that I have absolutely no idea who they are. He's in the mix threatening to expose Marquise for being a fraud, quote unquote, like his mom. And the whole thing is just messy. What are your thoughts about this whole 50 thing?
That is like I didn't. I'm glad because you just gave me the good rundown because I had no idea what was going on. I've been seeing.
Okay.
Yes, come on for the
Call
rundown.
me gossip blog or gossip girl.
Yes, come on,
Look at
sis. I'm
me.
here for it.
Mm-mm.
Listen, 25 cent. Um, look, your son 25 cent, you 25 cent. Y'all make 50 cent. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. That's really, when you hear about stories about kids growing up, a child growing up with their parent, your parents split up and then the kid stays with their mom. And then, you always hear stories about the dad saying, well, I don't have a relationship with the child because of their mama done brainwashed them. And
Right. This is a regular nigga
it's a
tale.
regular black, right? It's a exactly
Every
it's a
nigga
nigga
story.
tale. Every nigga story. And all I can say is shit, if that's now, I will say I don't agree about him going on social media and because like 50 saying, if you got a problem, come to me. But to the point of the son saying, well, you got me blocked. Who knows who's telling the truth, child? I don't know.
Right.
But like you said, it's a nigga tale. Like it's so many people that I know that have this the same situation where I can't talk to because the mama, I can't talk to because the dad. Like it's a lot. So I just say 50 Cent, fix it with your son. Like you only get your children and you only get that time with your children. Life is short. And I have kids, it's different. Like I can't go a day without talking to my son. I can't imagine going a day without talking to my son. Regardless of the fact of the mama or the brainwashed or whatever. I would do my whatever it is, do my due diligence to try to make it right with my son. So
Yeah. And like honestly, we're not like it's not lost on either one of us that there's actually women out here who are bitter and
yeah,
do evil shit like this. And like he could be telling the truth about his son being
he
quote
could
unquote
be.
brainwashed, but his son could also be telling the truth. I think they're both clowns. I think they both like attention. They both got it honest from each other. Like, 50's dad probably is a clown too. So I hope that they take it offline. But 50
Yeah.
actually posted a picture collage today of his half white son, the one he accepts the most,
Oh,
taking him on a private jet
see.
and all of that shit. So like that shit right there is hurtful. Like regardless of
Mm-hmm.
him being brainwashed by his mama, that man is still half of you. And for you to flaunt and parade your other biracial baby in front of him in the world like you care or love about him more and you talk down about him, it just looks bad. And at the end of the day, this is your son,
Son,
meaning
yeah.
you are the adult and father here,
Yeah, you're
regardless of
responsible.
how
Absolutely.
old he is. Like it should be on you to be like, you know what, son, let me just try to, you know what I'm saying? But again, we're just onlookers. We don't know how truly complicated this relationship is, but I'm gonna send praying peace to both of you niggas, and hopefully you get offline and off my timeline. Well, Texas schools are sending parents DNA kits to identify their kids' bodies in case of emergencies, aka a school shooting.
Wait, they're what?
They are sending DNA kits to parents so that these DNA kits can help identify their kids' bodies just in case there is an emergency, like a school shooting.
Wow.
So after the shooting in Uvalde, a lot of
Mm.
people here in Texas, where Nessa and I are, have been back and forth about the gun laws. They ain't never changing that shit. About who should have a gun, they're never changing that shit. And also, who should have access to guns. There's been conversations about teachers having guns in the classrooms to protect their students against any active shooters, which is crazy to me because, bitch, I went to school to teach niggas, not be a cop. But anyway, there's been a lot of stuff going on here, and this is one of the latest rollouts. So these DNA kits are being mailed to parents for them to swab their kids and send them in. Um, yeah, I'm so glad that my kids aren't school age because I would have a huge problem with this. What you got, Anessa?
Girl, and now I'm thinking like, well, what's going to happen when they do get school aged? If they're sending DNA kits now, like what are they going to be sending when our kids go to school? This is scary. Like I at this point it sounded like homeschool.
Okay.
If I'm a teacher, I don't want to have a gun. I went to the gun range and I was scared to shoot a gun at the damn gun range. So let alone
Anessa.
having kids.
How are you a Texan, bro?
Girl, I am not. I don't like guns. Like I really don't. Like I just don't.
Well, I just think that legislation is going in the wrong direction. We should be thinking of more creative ideas to prevent guns from getting in schools to begin with. I really just don't like the sound of this. Obviously, you can't even get me to think about having to identify my kids' body. And I know a lot of people who are more realistic would be like, well, you know, you got to do it. But it's deeper than that. And I think they should take this idea and turn it inward and figure out other ways that they could prevent school shootings, instead
Right.
of sending home DNA kits, because it's like y'all welcoming it in, like having shooter drills, having DNA kits, and not anybody at the front door checking to see whether niggas is rolling in armed. Like, I don't know, I wish this was going in a different direction.
Y'all need to get rid of the guns. That's what it just boils down to. Get rid of the guns. Why are y'all letting 18-year-olds have guns? Why are y'all letting people with guns, even if you do have a background check, but do an extensive background check? Like Dana said, instead of having DNA kits and all this other stuff, like just change the gun laws. And it's as simple as that. Why do y'all feel like y'all have to go back to 1941 where y'all got to walk around on a horse and with a gun in your lap to feel some type of way, to feel empowered? These white Republicans. For
Yeah.
what?
I mean, niggas like guns too, though. And especially niggas in the South.
I don't get it. I guess I don't understand it. Now, my baby daddy, he has guns. Like I'm like, for what? Like what are you doing with the gun? What are you gonna do? I understand it to I understand it, girl. I understand it to protect, your household. Like if you have a gun to protect your household, like if anything happens. But to the point where we gotta go to school and be doing all this extra shit is pointless to me.
Assault rifles should be banned. That's what it is. And
Yeah.
I think, you know how there's extra security at hospitals when you give birth, or extra security at daycares?
Yes.
I think that every school should have that type of level of security where the kids are behind several walls and glass doors, and just, you can't get in easily. Like there's
Right.
there's there's daycares where you can only meet your kid at the front door. Like you can't even go back there, which, I respect and also think is weird. But like I think it should be more of that, and less of this shit. Last, so we have Tasha K. Do you know who Tasha K is?
I
I
don't.
knew your
Maybe
ass
I
wouldn't.
know.
I knew your
Maybe I know and I just don't know her name.
You don't know her because she's lame, and
Damn.
and actually my first time even seeing her in person and hearing her voice and all of that was today. with me about to tell the story that I'm about to tell. So, Tasha K, if you guys don't know, she is a celebrity gossip blogger. And it's gossip with a capital G-O-I. Wait, hold on. It's gossip with a capital
Come
G.
on, friend. I'm gonna need you to know how to spell it. Goss. Goss. Now, hold on.
Y'all know what the fuck I meant. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, before y'all get on me, I have an English degree. I'm having a rough day. No, I'm just playing. But I'm talking about gossip with a capital Gossip because that's all this bitch does. Her entire social media life and career is built on her literally making up lies and saying that celebrities are involved in shit like this. Um, you guys probably know her from being sued to smithereens by Cardi B.
Oh, I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah. So Cardi B sued Tasha K last year, I think, because Tasha K was saying some crazy stuff about Cardi and alleging that it was true, saying that Cardi was doing drugs while she was breastfeeding, and just all types of made up bullshit. This is what
How would
Tasha
she
K
know that?
does. Y'all might you said what?
How would she know that? Is she with
Exactly. Like, this is what Tasha
like
K
what?
does. She just makes up bullshit, puts it on her blogs, and like, those people that read the National Enquirer, like those are the type of people that follow Tasha K or even believe
Mm,
anything that she says is credible. Like, these are the type of people that be looking at the magazines in the grocery store and really believe like, aliens are shopping at Kmart.
right.
Like, girl, bye. Anyway, so Cardi B sued her and won a $4 million lawsuit. And a
Mm-hmm.
judge just recently granted Cardi the ability to seize all of Tasha K's assets. She recently came out and said that she got about $1,300 to her name, and Cardi then took everything. So that is the story of Tasha K. Well, for those of you who have been following this whole female rapper beef situation, which Nicki Minaj is at the head of. A lot of stuff has been going on. Nicki got into it with Lotto earlier this week, which
Girl,
was
my
like
God.
fucking stupid because Nicki, come on. This girl is 23 years old and you up here picking on her talking about she should have spoke out about her song being pop. Bitch, who is she to, and then even if she did, it's not going to change that the Academy just don't like you, sis. Anyway, I don't want to get into that whole thing because this ain't even about this is about something else that Nicki is a part of. So Nicki Minaj hosted a live last night actually and invited Tasha K on her live. So first of all,
Shut
yes,
up.
she did. Yes, she did. So can we just stop trying to act like Nicki's hands is so clean and she's just out here trying to clear her name and all that. But like that's BS. And Nicki is very messy, and this is one of the ways she's being messy. Why would you have the blogger that's being sued by Cardi B on your live? But anyway, Tasha K got her bald headed ass on the live talking about Megan the Stallion.
What? What's she saying about Megan? The tea is hot.
Tasha K was on live with Nicki Minaj and accused Megan the Stallion of destroying a rental property that she was renting from Tiana Taylor. And so, as Tasha is talking about this incident, Nicki is looking so fucking confused, like, what? What are you talking about? And so Nicki is like making her repeat herself like twice. Like, what are you saying? What you mean? Megan is like that? And so Tasha is explaining on Nicki's live how Tiana Taylor owned a property and she let Megan Thee Stallion rent it. And she had issues selling the property because of a lot of damages that Megan did. And there was like thousands of dollars in property damage. First of all, what does this have to do with Nicki Minaj? And why are you on her live even talking about this? This is stupid. It was dumb, 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 dumb. Anyway, from that, Nicki was like, okay. And they ended up moving on. What you got from that, Anissa?
So at no point Nikki thought that she needed to stop her and be like, "Hey, we not doing that on my live. This is not a time for you to get on my platform and come on here and try to be spilling tea or gossiping to get clickbait for your page since you done lost all your money that Cardi B has taken." At no point in the live did she do that. She just was steady like egging it on.
Well, she
Nikki, what are
was.
you doing?
No, she didn't do that, and I wouldn't say. I yeah.
Did she egg on Tasha K? Like,
It depends on how you look at it. Of course, the
okay.
Barbs are like, "Oh, Tasha was trying to bait Nikki, and Nikki didn't take the bait." But a real bitch like me feel like that they both got on the phone before this live and was like, "Okay, girl, I want you to bring up that Megan Thee Stallion shit just to start some shit up, and I'm gonna act like I don't know what you're talking about." Like, because
Mm,
I can't put that type of connivery past you, Nikki, because
what?
regardless of Tasha K's case with Cardi B, why do you, a mega superstar recording artist, have a gossip blogger on your live?
That's my question. What was the point of her bringing her on her live? Like, did they talk about anything of substance?
Girl, I wouldn't know because I don't watch people's lives. Like, I hate live, and I don't even get in it. So if I'm talking about somebody live, it's because I saw a clip of it and talking about whatever y'all talking about. But you're messy just for bringing a gossip blogger in the mix, and then you're even further messier for being this particular gossip blogger who is a known liar who makes up shit and is being literally sued for literally everything she has currently. You can't say you don't know shit about what's going on in the courts because, bitch, you stay in the courts with your nigga.
Nikki is really being extremely messy then because, I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt when we talked about her maybe a couple weeks ago, or maybe it was a month ago. Oh no, it was a couple weeks ago when you mentioned her being in beef with JT,
Yeah.
doing tweets with JT, and now all of a sudden she's beefing with Lotto on the blogs. She's bringing up she was on live talking about the Grammy thing, and then now she's on live with Tasha K. What kind of benefit is that giving you, Nikki, by having Tasha K on your live? What benefit is it giving you to beef with women that are coming up? That's what I don't understand. When you are a super mega pop rap superstar,
Yeah.
like that's it. Nobody can take that away from her. So why are you doing all this extra stuff? And I hope it's not to try to say, oh, is it trying to stay relevant? You can't do that. Like you have hit songs out right now. She got Super Freaky Girl out. She got Do You Have a Problem? Like you are irrelevant right now. So I'm trying to figure out where her angle is with trying to come out and be messy with all these rappers. For what reason? I don't get it.
I don't get Nikki at all. Like, I really do try to understand her because I have seen like the shit that she has to go through, and I've seen people
Yeah.
talk shit about her and her not say shit about it for
Mm-hmm.
years. So
Yeah.
like that, knowing that about her makes me want to be like, no, get the fuck off her. But when she gets caught doing shit like this and the lotto shit, and you picking on these little girls, and you're literally old enough, honestly, to be their mom. You are. Like, it's plenty of teen moms out here. They had their baby at 18, 19. You could have been Lotto's mama, baby. You could have. I'm sorry. You could have. You want
Yeah,
her
because Lotto
arguing with
Mama
her?
is 39 years old.
Yes, you want her arguing with her? Like, why? But anyway,
Yeah.
anyway,
It's giving messy Nikki.
it's giving messy, Nikki. So, yeah, Tasha K. I genuinely enjoy seeing this woman get repeatedly humiliated publicly, because I feel like she wants it and she asks for it. So like, a bitch like me, I like seeing you get clowned every time
Mm-hmm.
you come across my timeline because it's never good news. You make your living lying.
She's miserable, clearly, and get what she deserves because you reap what you sow, child. And clearly, the seed she's sowing ain't reaping her nothing if she got $1,300 up to her name.
Girl, and
But
it's too bad that a Dominican chick from New York owns your grandkids. But anyway,
Dominican.
anyway, that's all we have for the article, guys. Let's take a break and we'll be right back. All right, we're back and welcome back. Welcome back to week 4 of our Black at Work True Crime. Um, work at what is it? Work True Crime? True Work Crime.
True work crime for the spooky season.
True Work Crime for spooky season. So I wanted to start off with the trigger warning, because this story is talking about rape or accusations of rape. And if that is something that bothers you, you may not enjoy today's episode. So just skip to the break room. But if you want to hear this wild story, then keep on listening. So this story is really about when fucking your coworker goes way wrong.
Child.
And this is the story of Arica Waters. So Arica Waters was born in 1992. She is currently 30 years old. And I don't know if she was born in Cleveland, Ohio, but she lives in Cleveland, Ohio, and has been in Ohio throughout this entire ordeal. So we're gonna say that she is an Ohioan. Shout out to Ohio. And shout out to Cleveland. Cleveland rocks. You remember that song?
No.
You don't. Shout out to Drew Carey. So Erica's mother, her birth mother, actually was a prostitute. Okay, so life was just not.
Lord, this is already.
Yeah, life started off really bad for her. So her birth mother was a prostitute, and she actually was born with alcohol and cocaine in her system.
Mm.
She was adopted by a single mother after being removed from her biological mother's custody by the state. It's unclear about what age she was actually adopted. But even with her adopted mom, she had a really rocky relationship with that woman. And she struggled, obviously, with abandonment issues. And in junior high school, she was bullied. She was bullied so bad that she was hospitalized 3 times. Now, it's not clear of what she was actually hospitalized for, but that's part of her story. When she was 13 years old, she had a boyfriend who was twice her age, 26, nasty ass motherfucker, whoever he
Shut
was.
up.
Yeah. So
Oh my
you
God.
can kind of figure out like this
Yeah.
is kind of a girl she's troubled.
She's lost.
Lost. That is a
Yeah.
very good way. I would say that. She was very
Yeah,
lost.
she's lost.
She's looking for love
Mm-hmm.
and obviously very trusting of people. Like how are you 13 with a 26
With a
year old?
26-year-old. How is a 26-year-old nasty self? He should be in jail. That is 10 times nasty.
Sidebar, when I was in high school, it was a few girls I knew that were dating men in their 20s. And it was, I'm not going to say normal because there were definitely people that was like, ugh, but it wasn't, nothing happened to them niggas. They probably still doing it
Yeah.
though. But anyway, as an adult, and when she got to talking to a therapist about all of this stuff, she recollected about 10 times where she had been sexually abused throughout her life. So Erica is
Wow.
just not, she doesn't really have a good home beginning foundation.
Yeah.
As a preteen, she was the object of sexual advances by adult men who she had met in chat rooms online.
Now, what's she doing on chat rooms?
Well,
Again, looking for love, looking for attention.
I was in the
I mean,
chat
I was in
room.
chat
Yeah, I
rooms,
was too.
but was you in chat? Well, okay, I was in the chat room, so
I wasn't in there looking for nobody to date though. Like I was way too
I
scared
wouldn't
for
either.
that.
I was talking to my friends, child.
I was talking to my friends and people that
Messenger.
I really actually knew in real life. And
Yeah,
yeah, but I can totally feel this because I was in chat rooms with like people that I didn't know, so I could see how a 13-year-old could do that. Erica herself admitted that when she was young, she was just looking for attention and affection from these men. So
that's what I say.
it's not that she welcomed their advances, but it was like she was getting attention. It wasn't necessarily attention she wanted, but hopefully you guys can relate to that feeling. Like
Yeah.
wanting to be seen, but like not like that. But anyway.
Not knowing how to channel it, where to channel it from, who to
Right.
get that from, right? But you don't subconsciously, you're like, yeah, this is attention, you know what I'm saying? But you don't realize that it's not the right attention. But yeah,
Because
absolutely.
I'm a whole ass kid and I
Right.
don't
And I
know
don't
what
know.
it is. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can
Hmm.
totally identify with that. So she admitted that she was just looking for attention, and it wasn't until she described these sexual encounters to her mental health counselor that she was told that what had happened to her was actually a crime.
Oh, child. I'm glad she in counseling, child. I was waiting. When we going to get a mental health check? At what age is she now? Because she needs to go to
I
counseling.
mean, at this point, she's like a teenager. So,
Oh, okay. So she's a teenager when she's in counseling. Okay,
mhm.
well, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And her counselor actually took her to file a police report about the incident.
Okay.
Charges were never brought though because
Okay.
one man was mentally disabled, and then the other one they couldn't trace him because she had met him online, and after he had, I guess, did it to her, he went ghost because he knew damn well
That he shouldn't been doing it.
exactly. So
Hmm.
nobody was ever charged for doing what they did to her as a teenager.
Mm.
So she blamed herself for all of this. She felt like she had hit puberty way too early and she had a super deep voice. So a lot of people thought that she was older than what she was. But a lot of the men that she encountered, they didn't even care. She told them honestly her age, and nasty asses,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
they do their thing. So she's been through some shit, okay?
I'm so sorry, Erica, on behalf. Child, I hate stories like this.
Yeah, like it's just literally Brenda's got a baby, but without the
Mm.
baby. That's not funny.
Lord, it's not, and I'm laughing. Oh Lord.
Oh man. Well, in 2017, Erica actually found herself
Mm-mm.
on MTV's Catfish.
Girl, get. I'm hanging up. I've been telling Dana we need to talk about goddamn catfish. That shit is crazy. What
Mhm.
this bitch? I mean, what Erica done did?
Erica was on Catfish as the catfish.
Not the catfisher.
Yes, she was.
Ooh, Erica, still looking for love and all. See, I'm sorry, Fred. Go ahead.
Well, for this, we're going to call her Erica because Erica was online
Oh,
pretending to be this punk rock white chick
shut up.
named Nicole Riot. Now, did you watch Catfish?
I mean, I don't watch catfish, but I'll be watching, seeing catfish and the stupid. It's very stupid to me, so it's
Oh, it's
laughable. I
it's
can't get into it.
it's very dumb, but
Yeah,
this episode actually was a very popular one because the girl that she was pretending to be was like well known online. So, and
child.
y'all probably know Nicole Riot. She's like this punk rock,
Yeah,
right? You do, girl.
yeah. I'm like Nicole Rice sound familiar. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So she's this punk rock white chick who's like, she's like the white version of an IG model for the whites. Like, I don't know that side of
For the
Instagram.
white lights.
For the white lights. I don't know that side of Instagram, but that's who she decided to pretend to be for 10 years. She was pretending to be this girl online. So I'm assuming this started around the time when she had to been like 13.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so Nicole Riot actually has a huge following online, and Erica was also her personal friend on Facebook. So for 10 years, this chick Erica was using this goth white girl's pictures while having a 10-year long on again, off again relationship with this goofy white nigga named Ryan. And we know he goofy because how are you online in a relationship with somebody for 10 years and you ain't never saw them? Pause.
I ain't never seen them, Lord.
The episode is actually funny. It's called Nicole versus Nicole if y'all want to go look it up. And I remember that episode because I remember when she was revealed. And I'm
Okay,
like,
what does she look like? Is she cute?
Erica?
Oh, damn. Yeah, Erica. Erica.
On
Erica ugly?
on the show when she came out, I was like, this bitch looked like Squidward.
Oh, not Squidward.
Girl, I look.
That's why the men was on her like that because they knew they could.
Nah,
See, that's sad.
nah, I'm not trying. But she didn't present herself great on the show. She did not.
Friend, it's okay. She
Listen,
was, that's the nice way to say that bitch was ugly.
see, if I was catfishing and they was like, okay, we want to meet, bitch, I'm finna come high stepping. Like I'm gonna make y'all wonder why I was catfishing. Like damn bitch, you're so beautiful. Like what?
Right. Actually, we could have a relationship with it. Hold on. You is cute.
But she didn't try. Okay, so she came on there looking like she needed to catfish.
Oh my gosh.
And so that was a whole disaster.
She came on there looking like she needed. We see why you were catfishing.
Girl, so she claimed that she catfished Ryan because they actually used to date in real life when she was 13, but her adoptive mama at the time said that she was too young. So she made Erica break up with Ryan. But when all of this shit came out, Ryan did not even fucking remember her. He was like,
Of course he didn't, because he been in so many chat rooms
"Who
with
are
so many
you?"
people.
No, they dated in real life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
Okay, okay,
she
okay.
dated Ryan in real life. And when her mom found out, she told her that she was too young. So she broke up with Ryan in real
Hold
life.
on. So somebody that Ryan dated in real life and saw in person, he can't remember the bitch. He don't remember.
I don't think he remembered her because it didn't happen. But she says that she really did
She
date
said it
him.
happened.
Yeah. And so
Okay.
she says that she pretended to be Nicole because she was insecure about her bisexuality.
She got a lot going on, child.
Yeah.
I'm
So
confused.
yeah.
Erica Waters. Erica in the waters. What you got going on?
So she says she didn't know how to deal with her bisexuality, which a lot of people on Catfish they use that
They be
shit. Well,
bisexual.
not
Yeah,
not
they do
just
say that.
bisexual, but like just hiding something about themselves that they should be
Or yeah,
honest
they be
about.
insecure.
Yeah.
They be looking for attention. They were
Oh, I'm
bullied. It's
fat.
always
It's
something.
like good
Yeah.
bitch. Okay, like so fat bitches is out here living.
Do your makeup and get out there and get
Yeah,
out, get to Rainbow and put you on some cute 2-piece set and stunt.
I had to give up Catfish because I can't do that show. Like, you're not gonna tell me past 2010 that we can't get on a camera. We
Listen,
can't FaceTime, Duo, Skype. It's just so many different channels in order to connect with.
Teams, Zoom, goddamn,
Catfish really should have run its course at this point because there just ain't no way. If you are online letting somebody date you
fool you.
without you knowing how they look and all of that bullshit, that's on you, Ben. But anyway. So sometime after the whole catfish kerfuckle, Nicole went and got her bachelor's degree in criminal justice and said,
Okay,
yeah, so
shout out Erica.
yeah, so she tried to, bounce back from this embarrassment. And she set her sights on becoming a police officer. Since she was bullied in school, she looked at becoming an officer as a way to help troubled kids like her. So you gotta
Okay.
give her the credit. Her heart was in the
Yeah,
right place.
absolutely.
So now it's July 2020. We're smack dab in the middle of the pandemic, and Erica is now working in Put in Bay, Ohio, as a part-time seasonal police officer. So she did her thing. She went to school, she did the police officer training, and now she has a part-time seasonal job in a very, very small town. It's a small little island in Ohio. It's like the Ohio version of the Hamptons, I heard.
Okay, okay.
So it's like 30 people on the police force and about 300 people that live in
And
the
that
town.
live there? Oh, this is real
This
small.
is really, really small. And Erica is, of course, the only black girl on the police force.
in the town at this point. God
Okay, I bet she was the only one
damn.
in the town too. But it's kind
Lord.
of like it's like a party town. Like people come near to vacation, and
Okay.
if you have money, you own property on this in this town. It's
Okay.
called Put in Bay, Ohio. I've never heard of it.
Put in.
Put
Put in
in.
your money. You
Okay.
gotta put in some money to get here.
Okay. So she's working in Put in Bay. It's July 2020, and she gets invited to a pool party in the middle of pandemic, pause, by a detective named Jeremy Brennan.
His name sound real familiar.
His name sounds really white, but anyway, and is. So Jeremy Brennan is actually a super rich dude. Based on the type of money that this guy has, I think that he has wealth somewhere else. But I didn't look.
But he's a detective?
He's also a detective. He works for the Put in Bay. Exactly.
Mm,
Exactly. Wait till you. I ain't gonna say nothing.
something ain't right here.
Exactly. So he's also a detective, and he only makes $1 a year for his detective work. He's so rich he don't
He
really
just loves it, huh? He just loves being a detective so
a
bad, huh?
detective,
Mm,
a
feet
podiatrist,
doctor.
and a white man. So anyway, okay. So at this time, Erica is only 27 years old, and she was just hired on the police force. She's at this party, and everybody's like, kind of like, oh, who is this girl? Like, you know,
Who's this black girl that just got hired on here at the
okay,
out of us 29 people?
okay, who's that nigger? No, I was playing. But they're noticing that she's like really lively, she's flirty and just having a good time. There's drinks there, and basically they kind of coined her as a flirt. The people that's at the party, they felt like she was like the anti-police. Like she was in there acting not how somebody.
She was in there acting like a part-time police officer.
Okay. Sis said, y'all
Oh,
only
she
paying me seasonally.
girl, 25 hours a week, baby. The other 20 hours, I'm a hot girl.
I'm at this pool party, bitch. I'm gonna cut up.
And hopefully you got your mask on, sis, because this is a
Mm,
no-no.
doubted it. But anyway, so again, this party is hosted by Jeremy Berman, a detective in the department, who also has a house on a private road overlooking Lake Erie. Berman's wife and his son were also at the party.
Jeremy Brennan's wife and son?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, he got a family too. Okay, let's see.
And a young son at that. And they
Mm,
were at this pool party in the middle of the pandemic.
mm,
hmm But even though his wife and son were there, party goers noticed that he was paying extra attention to Erica.
mm-hmm. I'm sure.
She had on a long yellow sundress, and her booty probably was
Uh-oh, that booty was clap, 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 clap.
okay. And so Erica sends a text message to her homegirls like, this rich ass dude definitely has a thing for me, lol, lol.
His wife and son here, but sis, come on through.
Okay. So as she is sitting by the pool with Jeremy, she told him, who was a close member of the Put in Bay's government, of course, that she was hoping to get a full-time job with the department. So you know what this man did
Mm,
just to show his little flex?
mm-hmm,
He pulls out his phone and texts the mayor of Put in Bay
mm.
and said, I think she, meaning Erica, would be fantastic for a full-time position. She's got the perfect disposition. What does that mean?
She got the perfect ass that's in this damn sundress.
And then to which the mayor responded, noted. Little interaction I've had with her, but it makes sense. This is what the mayor said
Oh,
back.
that's what the mayor said.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, they talking in code. Yeah, bruh,
Mm-hmm.
she gonna let me hit too, goddamn. That's what
Mm-hmm.
Girl, what they got going on? Hold on.
So while she's at this party, and his house is right next to an airport, so he's telling them like, "Yeah, I couldn't get y'all a helicopter ride." So he brings in his helicopter ride friend, in which Arica texting her homegirls like, "Bitch, I'm in a helicopter. This shit is crazy."
I'm trying to figure out how are we doing all this with the wife sitting over there. So the wife ain't like, why is he over there with the girl with the big booty? Why he over there giving her all this attention? Why he ain't over here with me and little Billy? What is that? I'm confused.
Girl,
Was they in the house?
I have no idea, but this shit would have went down in front of me, bitch.
Girl, show at all. Kind
Mm-mm.
of wife, but she probably know what's going on.
Right,
Child, so.
right, exactly.
Mhm.
During this time, Erica texted her mom that Jeremy texted the mayor for her and told the mayor to hire her full time. She noted to her mom that he just noticed my abilities. I don't know what that means.
Which are what? Head.
We ain't even get there yet.
Oh, Lord. See.
So when the helicopter ride was over, Jeremy and Erica sat in his neighbor's hot tub drinking. She had several missed drinks and then took off her bikini top.
I'm sick of Erica already. I'm so sick of her.
And in the morning time, like when the sun started rising, the party is still going on. Went to a bar.
With her bikini off? Bitch just took off her bikini, then left there with the just Lord, what is going? Erica,
Girl,
get your ass.
So she's right. I don't know where her shirt is, but
right. Where is the shirt? Can we find where in the report? Where is the shirt? That's what I need to know. Where is Erica's shirt and her bra at? Her bikini.
Okay, hashtag where's the shirt? So she's riding with Jeremy in his golf cart after all of this is happening, and they went to a bar. So while they're migrating to the bar, her and Jeremy make a
in the golf cart.
In the golf cart, and apparently she's topless. Okay. Instead of going to the bar.
Oh Lord, I love it. This is hilarious.
Her and Jeremy make a pit stop.
Okay.
They stopped at an empty apartment building that was owned by one of Jeremy's friends.
God dang, Jeremy got some money.
They quickly had sex.
Oh, not quickly.
This is what she said. It was quick. She got to throw that in there because she petty.
Right. We quickly. Girl, bye. Nah, all your clothes was already off, sis.
He probably was like, oh.
Oh my gosh, not the description.
That's what I imagine having sex with, like a goofy white dude. Gotta be
white
like,
man, yeah.
It's like real quick, like, oh, Letitia, oh my. I was just playing, y'all. Sorry,
Dana, not Letitia.
But anyway, so they quickly had sex, and then Erica went back to the bar, and then Jeremy went home. So Erica fucked him, went back to the bar they was initially supposed to be going to before they made a detour to fuck. And instead of him meeting her at the bar, he decides to go home. He went home.
Jeremy said, I'm tired,
he was
baby.
Like,
you done wore me out.
I gotta go home to Becky.
I done busted this nut and I gotta go lay down.
She's probably worried.
I'm not worried.
Okay. So the captain of the Put-in Bay Police Department was also at the bar. His name is Matthew Mariano. And he said that Erica was extra drunk, like crazy drunk. She was so fucked up that she couldn't even put a sentence together. This is what he said. She could barely talk. He is admitting that he had learned to be cautious with drinks given to him by Jeremy because they were so strong and he could barely
I'm sure.
And he admitted that he actually poured out a few drinks that were handed to him from Jeremy. So later that night, so we're now in the next day, but now it's nighttime. While laying in the bed drinking Gatorade, Erica texted her friends that she had.
Baby, Erica is dehydrated. Okay. She had to make a covering. I love how descriptive. We don't know where the top is. Now this bitch in the bed drinking goddamn Gatorade because she hung over, she tired, she stressed.
Bitch. And then she texted her friends. She texted her friends while she drinking Gatorade, like, bitch, we had a time.
We had a time, baby. She texted somebody and said, "What can I do? What can I drink?" So they said, "Girl, go get you some Gatorade." Girl, I can't. She stopped at 7-Eleven and Putin put in and got her a Gatorade. I'm sorry, friend. Go ahead.
So she's laying on the bed drinking Gatorade, and she's texting her homegirls in the group chat that she just had sex with the richest person on the island.
Well, bitch, it don't matter if you ain't get no cash out with it. No.
Hello. You're doing it wrong.
Girl, what?
You're doing it wrong. So then she gonna tell her friends, yeah, this nigga gonna give me everything I want. Pause. You should have thought about that before you gave up the coon, poo.
Hello.
He ain't gonna give you shit now. He already gave it to you. Some dick. Letitia, like, no, just
girl, it sound like he gave you a pill.
Girl. So she is telling her friends that this man gonna give her whatever she wants. And her homegirl texts back, "Do he need an assistant?" LOL. And another
Not
friend,
birds of a feather.
Okay, and her other friend was like, "Is he a sugar daddy?" And to which she responded, "Girl, yes." You know how the group chat be.
Girl, yeah, it be cutting up in the group chat.
So then the next morning, a little bit before 8 o'clock, Jeremy actually texted Arica again and said, "If it's in the equation, I would love to have a round 2. So she admitted, though, that she still was not feeling good. She just was not feeling like herself, and she needed to sleep.
That Gatorade wasn't doing it, huh?
Gatorade was not hitting. But sis sensed the bag, I guess, and told him that she would go ahead and meet him. She said, "Honestly, I still don't feel good." He wrote back, "I don't have a long time, but I'll come and pick you up." To which she said, "I'm on my period, but I can service you though." So he picked her up, and I guess she gave him fellatio and dropped her ass back off.
And she still ain't got no cash out. What is she doing?
Ain't got no cash app.
Girl, I'm about sick of Arica.
Still ain't got a cash app. And he drives her to his friend's apartment, the same apartment that they fucked in before.
The same apartment,
Girl,
huh?
I wonder if they had furniture in there. Like,
there ain't no furniture in there.
She
ain't no but drugs in there.
Ain't got no standards. Look, she's about drugs.
Ain't nothing but drugs in the damn air mattress.
No, he went and took her to a crack house.
Girl, that's what it sounds like.
A trap house.
Girl.
Oh, man. So after that whole interaction, she called her friend, Monifa, and said,
"Who?
Monifa." Don't do Monifa. So Arica calls her friend Monifa and tells her, "Girl, I don't feel good about that interaction. Like, something about that was weird, and I really think that I was violated." So she tried to process what had just happened through dozens of texts to her friends. Their interpretation of the encounter led her to modify her original assessment of what happened. At first, she was feeling like, "Oh, I'm with this super rich ass dude." And now she feels like she's sexually assaulted by what she claims job title. So she called it a sexual assault due to job title. She felt like she had been groomed in order to give up her cookies. So she ended up texting her homegirl that her bottom line was that she needed to get out of this department and go home. So she no longer wants to work in Put in Bay. And at this point, she doesn't think that she should say anything because of the 2 failed sexual assault charges that she pursued as a child. And at this point, as an adult, she also has another set of sexual charges that were not addressed or looked at. So she's kind of a perpetual victim of sexual assault.
Mm-hmm.
And due to that,
And this nigga got money, so
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
it's easily he could be like, "Girl, bye."
So
Yeah.
her homegirls is telling her she needs to say something. She needs to file a report, at least with the police department. And she tells them that she's just going to live with it because she felt like she had drank too much and it was her fault, and that she did not want to go through that process again because she did not feel like anybody would believe her. Well, after a lot of convincing and her telling her story to a lot of people around the town and her friends, she was convinced to go ahead and file charges against Jeremy Berman. And what ended up changing her mind about it is that she came across somebody that lived in Puddin Bay and told her that a bunch of women actually had been sexually assaulted on the island after being drugged
I
with
knew it.
roofies.
Mm.
So Arica, hearing this, decides that, hey, I too have been drugged with a roofie, I think. So let me report this incident to the police.
The police where she worked part-time at.
Right.
Mm.
So, despite the fact that Arica herself considered herself not a good victim to report this sexual assault, she felt harmed and she wanted to tell someone. Also, when she was reporting this incident, she didn't call the sexual assault rape because
Well, yeah.
she consented to the sex, or so she felt like she had,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
despite her not being in her full
Right mind.
right. She didn't
Mm-hmm.
use the words rape at all. She just felt like she had been taken advantage of. After she filed this report, a private investigator named Robert Slattery left a message on her counselor's voicemail saying, I have been retained by Mr. Jeremy Berman to gather some information.
Girl.
So,
Jeremy, I already know what's up.
so this private investigator went and looked up Arica, found out that she was uncatfished. And Jeremy also hired a lawyer too. And I won't give you guys the long, drawn out story, but what ended up happening was she accused him of sexual assault. He came back and said that she consented. She said it really wasn't like that. I think I was, under the influence or drugged. She couldn't really place what it was that had happened, right?
Yeah, because she was drugged.
She was drugged and out of her fucking mind.
Yeah.
Jeremy immediately denied her claims of abuse, said that she wanted it. During this whole investigation, her text messages were found with her saying, "Ooh, I got me a rich dude," so that looked bad against her. And so much more, especially how she was acting at the party. She was super friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knew that she was over there flirting and all of that stuff. And so it
You
didn't.
wanted a job, a full-time job at the force.
Exactly. And they
Like,
literally turned this whole thing around. Jeremy's
on
private
her.
investigator and his lawyer
Mm-hmm.
turned it around and made it seem like she was just a gold digging ass bitch and was just
Mm-hmm.
trying to get money out of him. She's been the quote unquote victim to sexual assault on and off her whole life, and this is just another way for her to try to get some money.
Wow.
These motherfuckers were successful, y'all. In
Shut up.
Yep, in Arica.
The whites be whiting, boy. In the workplace, in real life, in all aspects. And white people, they not gonna go down for nothing. They gonna dig up whatever they can dig up to cover their name.
Also, I forgot to tell y'all, but somewhere along the line, she also sent Jeremy nude selfies of herself. So that
Oh
also
yeah,
didn't
baby.
make
You
it
just
look like she was a
yeah.
victim at all. Okay.
At all.
So in October, shortly after she had finished working for the summer in Put-in Bay, she was questioned as to why, given the text messages that she sent to Jeremy Berman, why she had reported the incident. Arica acknowledged that the texts were confusing, but she said that she still had been drunk and in shock. And her sending the text messages and the nudes and agreeing to suck his dick was just her trying to cope with the whole situation. So, okay. I get it, but I don't. I I'm I'm at the place where I know this girl is just lost and she's confused and she's acting in a way that she thinks is going to produce one result, but she's getting another. What you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't have told them like, oh well, I did that all because of this. Like, I would have just told my truth. Like, this is what happened. Yeah, I know it looks like this. I know it looks bad because of X, Y, and Z. The pictures, me being flirtatious, me, talking about getting a job, y'all seeing the text messages. But that doesn't take away the fact that this actually happened and that there are other women that this happened to. And the captain, when I went to the bar, he said I was overly, crazily, stupidly drunk. Stupidly. That ain't
Mm-hmm. No, but
stupidly
for real,
drunk.
for real.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like whatever I'm saying is just totally, out of the unorthodox and out of the ordinary. Like, y'all know that man had goddamn roofies at that apartment with where the air mattress was, and he gave them to me.
Right.
Like,
I mean,
so, but at the same time, she was sloppy with it. But
very.
again, she is a lost soul. Like, she has been through a lot in her childhood. She's just literally all over the place. So it's to be expected.
So one of her colleagues, another put in bay officer, texted her a couple of days after she reported this incident and sent her a screenshot of a docket of the Ottawa County Court of Common Pleas where she was actually being indicted for the felony of making false alarms.
Wow.
So Arica was booked into the Ottawa County Jail where her own department worked. So she basically was arrested at work, which is like
God
the most
dang.
fucked up thing.
That could happen to you.
Talk about going to work and get fired. You go to work and get arrested
Girl, how you get arrested
at your
at
own
work?
job.
At
God.
your own, you could
And you
have,
the law. Good.
and you the law. Golly.
So she was booked into the jail and her right to carry firearm was immediately suspended. She was released that day under bond that forbade her to leave the state, go to a bar, stay out past 10 p.m., or have any contact with her victim, which is now Jeremy Berman. So now
Wow.
she was the victim, but now he is the victim. So
Yep.
let's catch y'all up real quick. We know Jeremy is a very powerful man in this very, very small town. He's friends with fucking everybody, the mayor, the chief of police, so much to the point where he actually works for the police department as a detective,
Making $1 a
making a
year.
dollar a year. So don't tell me that this nigga ain't got no pull. He ain't put no
Mm-hmm.
donation here and there to make all of this shit happen.
Yeah.
And I wish we had time because this is a super long, complicated. Well, it's not complicated. I'm finna sum it up for y'all. But there's a lot of moving people that we really need to just put the FU finger up to because these niggas was fucked up in them doing this. Like the fact that y'all indicted this girl for filing a false report, but also at the same time, the way that it's looking, this girl is accusing this man of rape, but you're sending him selfies, nude.
Right.
You're saying
Yeah.
you want to suck his dick. You're telling
Mm-hmm.
your friends they, oh, you got you a rich nigga. So it's not looking good for you either, sis. Like this whole thing is just super fucked up. So, I mean, obviously she was fired from the police department. Um, and that actually sucked because she put herself through the police academy. Y'all know y'all don't get paid when y'all do the police academy, but she was working as an Uber driver. But because of her felony indictment, Uber no longer let her drive for them.
Mm.
So without a steady income, she had to move into public housing. And the attorney general's office told her that if she pleaded guilty and gave up her police certification, that she would not serve any jail time. But she refused that. So,
Girl, she just don't make good decisions.
well, she felt like she was telling the truth and she wanted to stand on that.
I understand that, but at the same time, you already in a fucked up situation where it does not look good. It looks like you have done this. You know what I'm saying? It looks like you're lying. And to keep your freedom, he has the pool to put you in jail or, lose your job, lose everything you got. I would have just said, shit, let him, like, at least I have my freedom.
Yeah, but shit, I mean, obviously her morals or whatever, I guess that was important to her. Like she just didn't want him to be able to get away with this.
I understand.
So she went to jail,
See,
and began serving time, I believe in 2021, for her felony conviction of filing a false police report.
what's the sentence? Cause baby, I'm not going to prison. No.
She faced
Mm.
up to 18 months in prison.
Mm.
This whole thing is just crazy. Um, and let's just kind of break down this whole situation with Jeremy Berman. So, as we talked about earlier, he had an unusual arrangement with the department. He was said to be paid $1 a year and work mostly on the weekends only. How are you a detective only working on weekends? Ain't nobody murder getting
Child,
solved where you at, nigga.
right at all.
He was the liaison between the island community and the police. This is him in his own words. So he's such a regular nigga that they come to him and he's the liaison between them and the police.
Child.
So he used his own golf cart when he was on duty, and he had put the department logo on the vehicle without their permission and equipped it with a siren. In 2018,
Mm.
exactly. So in 2018, which was his first year on the force, so he's only been on the force for 2 years before Arica got there. He hosted a ceremony at his house where he won Officer of the Year.
What? I am lost and confused. What is happening right
How are
now?
you Officer of the Year the same year you start work?
How? And why you put why you go on Amazon Prime and order you a siren and put it on top of your cart?
Yeah. And so during the week, he actually lived in Findlay, Ohio, where he co-owned a prosthetics business. I'm sorry, I think earlier I said podiatry.
Podiatry,
It's
yeah.
prosthetics. And he also works as a prosthesis. So he making some money as a doctor because he's fitting artificial limbs, and that's bank. In his argument, he felt like he was targeted because he is a rich man and bitches just want his money. He's a happily married man, and he don't know why this black bitch done come over him trying to ruin his life.
Child. We know that ain't the truth, sir.
So it's important to note that the legal system generally puts sexual intercourse between two people in two categories: rape or not rape.
Mm.
Um, Two drunk people, this is what they consider, with an unequal power who find themselves sexually involved for whatever reason. That is complex, and it's nothing in our law that's protective of one of those parties. Like, so he's saying that he
Okay.
was drunk, she's saying that she's
She's
drunk,
saying she's
right?
right.
So they can't, there's nothing in law saying, oh, we have to go with this person or another. This shit is just
Right.
super, super complicated. And if you're looking at this case from the inside out, and maybe even you're listening to this now, you still ain't feeling this Arica bitch. You feel like she deserved it, or, whatever the case. Y'all let us know. Let us know what you think about this.
Yeah, I don't think she deserved it, but I definitely think that, she just played herself. Like, I feel like she didn't really, not that she played herself, but once she tried to go in and file these claims against this man, it just wasn't a good look because all the things leading up to it made it seem like she was you
A
know,
willing
trying to
participant.
get a job. Yeah, a willing participant, trying to get a job. And, just out here being a young, hot girl, a city girl. She was out here trying to be a city girl, getting her money, and I mean, she wasn't getting no money. I'm still confused about that, bitch. You ain't got a cash app yet. At least you went to jail, was sentenced or whatever. You could have got a cash app or something.
Yeah, you ain't
Damn.
even get no money off of him, and that's
Yeah, you ain't
that's
get
the
no money
most
off of
that's the most fucked up tragic part about this. You couldn't even
him.
get
Yeah.
$20.
$20. You
God.
done got drugged. You done got literally drugged and dragged through the mud. And you ain't got a dime to show for
Girl,
it.
not a dime to show
He done
for it.
turned the whole story on you. He done made himself be the victim. Like, yeah, no.
So she was charged with making a false report, a misdemeanor, and tampering with or fabricating physical evidence, which was a felony. And she got that charge just for simply requesting a rape kit after they had sex. So since it was found like she willingly had sex with them, for her to
Right.
request a rape kit, that's a felony.
Mm.
But the prosecution agreed to drop the felony charge. Nevertheless, she was punished with half a year in prison and 3 years of probation. So she actually did serve time for this, about 6 months.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. 6 months in prison
Mm-hmm.
for what? For putting in Ohio.
I like that. So in June 2021, Sharon Tovar, who is a white 47-year-old home health aide, called the sheriff's office in Hancock County about 70 miles from Put-in Bay. She reported that she believed that she had been a victim of a crime 13 years prior. So Sharon said in 2008, she went to a networking event at a bar and grill in Findlay, where Jeremy lives, called the Landing Pad, for people with in the assisted living industry. She had one or two drinks when a man who she assumed was a bartender handed her one more. Suddenly, she felt more drunk than she'd ever been in her life, and she didn't know that man's full name, but he guided her out the bar and drove her to his office, which had a large bed in a finished basement where they quickly had sex.
The quickly. So we know it was Jeremy Brennan because the quickly is always described for his
Okay.
sex,
The
child.
quick nutter.
Girl, the apartment with the air mattress and the roofies. And child, I can't with Jeremy.
He then returned her to the bar, and she remembered very little from the event after that. But during this time, these are a lot of moving parts, but during this time, the law has now changed to where the statute of limitations for rape cases was extended to 15 years. So if you were raped
Dang.
15 years ago and you still remember that shit,
Mm-hmm.
you can report that shit today. And that's
Right.
exactly what Sharon did. After this whole incident, just out of the blue, she decided to report this to the Put-in Bay Police Department.
Girl, that was God on Erica's side.
Mm.
Erica finally getting some.
Yeah, so that night after they had sex, he dropped her off at the bar and told her, "I want to hurry up and get you back here before anybody notices that you're missing." Like, what the fuck type shit is that?
And he got in his golf cart, went on back home like he did with, like he did with Erica, child. This man he has a pattern.
Oh, so now that was 13 years ago in 2008. So in 2021, Sharon is taking her father to get fitted for a prosthetic, and boom shakalaka, who the fuck is the
Boom, shaka laka 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 laka. The rapist laka 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 laka.
who the fuck is the prostitution?
Shut up.
It's
Not Mr.
Jeremy
Brennan.
Brennan, and she recognizes him from that night. And immediately, well, not immediately, but after that whole incident and all the stuff gets called back to her remembrance, she believes she's been drugged. She's like, I don't care if this happened 13 years ago. I'm finna report this. After she told her story to the Hancock County detective, she actually got a little curious because she hadn't heard about Jeremy since, the whole incident. So she Googled him and found one article about the whole incident with Arica Waters. She's like, oh my God, this happened to me. I think this lady was drugged, and I was drugged too. So now that this stuff is getting out, people are now curious about Jeremy's position at the police department, or his arrangement with the police department, because
Mm-hmm.
this is not a real paying job. Like, why are you a part-time detective, and why are you only work on the weekends? Why do you even need to be affiliated with us?
So that when things like this come up, he can quickly, what he is described as, piece this shit together and clear his name. I mean, although he do know governance and stuff, but I guess that's just my philosophy for it.
Mm-hmm. So she realized that she was not the only woman that complained about Jeremy drugging her. And then weeks after that, another lady came out.
Child. Another one.
When Jeremy was asked about spiking Sharon's drinks 13 years prior, he ran the same claim that he did on Arica, that this woman was trying to bring him down. She noticed he had money and blah 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 and that. But unfortunately, about the time this third bitch came out, and I'm speeding up the story because we are limited on
Right.
time. But about the time this third bitch came out, like it was it's known, like, hey, this guy is, there's something up with him. He's using his connections within the city, within the police
Mm-hmm.
department, to kind of wash his hands or be be able to sexually assault women, um
Drug them
drug
and get
them.
away with it.
And I don't know what he is using. Like I never want to know what a roofie feels like, but I hear that it's like, it makes it look like you're just drunk, but you're still there, you're still really in the person, and you'll be asking yourself like, am I fucked up? So I
Mm.
can't imagine how these women were feeling.
Yeah, felt, yeah.
So the third woman, her name is Bridget. She actually had gone to the police to get a rape exam in 2008, as after right after this whole incident happened. But she didn't want to prosecute because she too felt like she had asked for it, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Same
Mm-hmm.
situation with Jeremy. They're drinking, he hands her a drink, now she's so drunk and they end up fucking. So Bridget said that she believed that she had too much alcoholic beverages to drink on the date of the incident, and that she believed that she could have been an active participant in the sexual behavior with Jeremy, although it was quite unlike her in her personality. She's not the type of bitch that just goes out and fucks niggas. And she didn't know
Right.
Jeremy, especially since at the time, like, she was completely celibate for years. So for her to break her
Mm.
celibacy, for this random
Right.
guy at a bar, like, she just felt like that was not like her. She wasn't acting like herself. So she asked the department to tell the results of her urine test because she was concerned that a drug had been put in her drink. But because she decided not to pursue charges, they threw out the urine test. So that urine test really
Mm.
could have, that she took that night,
Wow.
it could have
Could have linked.
it could have busted this case all the way open.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
Jeremy got a little bit more. He got a little bit more. Um,
He got pulled.
mhm.
He got power.
Yeah. So she wrote that she wanted the case dropped, and that she had been in a bar on an island in Puddin Bay, where she had begun talking to Jeremy, and he offered her a job and invited her to his condominium in the mainland, where he gave her a drink. The next thing she remembers is coming to while in his hot tub, and she was completely naked. She broke down and started to cry and started telling Jeremy that this was not her and she would never do this, but he pursued. So y'all, on December the 16th of 2021, just last year, Erica was finally acquitted of making false alarms, one fourth degree felony, and one first degree misdemeanor in Ottawa County Common Pleas Court. So she's free. Jeremy is still practicing prosthetics, I guess. I thought he
Mm.
was a doctor, but he's a prostitution.
Prostitution. I ain't never heard of that.
Girl, prostitute.
Right. That's what he doing.
I I
Prostitutions.
probably made that up. So she's acquitted on all charges, and now she is suing the department for putting her through
Child.
that shit. And
And I would. And I would. And I want 150 million. Cause I had to go and sit in jail and do all of this. And y'all try to make me look stupid and act like I was lying.
right, and it's just fucked up. Jeremy's still out here. He's still doing his thing. He's still ain't in jail. Um,
He's still riding around in that golf cart with the siren on the top of it, taking people to that abandoned apartment with that air mattress, child. Don't go to Putin. Putin.
put in.
No, don't go to put in. Don't go to put it in Ohio.
Okay, because you gonna get put in.
Cause you gonna get put in.
You
He gonna put it in
okay,
quickly.
or get put in jail. Okay.
Quickly. And let's remember that quickly.
So that is
Oh
the
man.
story of Arica Waters. Y'all let us know what y'all think. Like, obviously, she had no business going to jail for this. And obviously, this nigga needs to be.
He needs to go to jail for this.
Yeah, actually,
He needs to be put under the jail. He needs to go to prison. You ain't got no game to where you can't get no women without having a drug them.
right. And he, as a white man, he ain't even giving. Like,
At
I wouldn't
all.
let him give me shit to drink unless he
At
was serving
all.
it to me. And even then, I still probably wouldn't take it. I'm just saying.
Hello.
Shout out to Erica though. I hope she's doing well. I hope that despite all the challenges that she came into this world with, she is picking herself up and moving on with her life. She does have an Instagram page that is active. I did find it.
Girl, shut up.
Yes, but rightfully so, sis. She got her shit on private. That's right. Don't let nobody in.
I
And
wouldn't even have an Instagram,
girl, there's
baby.
no way I would be online.
Yeah.
Like after catfish and this,
Baby,
and
listen. I would be so discreet.
I would change my name and not
Girl, for
even.
real.
And she actually is suing for privacy. That's part of her lawsuit too. She wants her name removed from this whole ordeal, which I don't blame her. And I don't know what the case is looking like with Jeremy. And if we had more time, I would look that up to see, his whereabouts. But he was not charged for this shit.
Of course he wasn't. Of course he ain't. He ain't gonna be charged. He about like Donald Trump.
Hmm. So y'all let us know what y'all think about this case this week. Can't wait to hear you guys' thoughts. And let's go ahead and take a break.
I talk shows like the Wendy Show, recaps to your favorite shows, new music. Have you heard of those? Spilling tea in the break room, a kiki in the break room. It's time for the break room. It's time for the break room. It's time for the break room.
Shout out to Usher and Chris Brown. Okay, y'all know, if you know me, Usher and Chris Brown, those are my two husbands. Like
Both of them?
both of them. Okay, listen, Usher, me and him met back in the
Okay. Come on, vocals.
Girl, listen. Usher is my man, and then Chris Brown came along, and he became my man. So, anyways,
Okay.
those are my two favorites. Like, if anybody asks you who I love, that's who I love. And shout out to Usher for this past week giving Chris Brown his flowers, which nobody does. Everybody ridicules Chris Brown for, I'm not going to even mention the incident that happened between him and another artist that I also love, but that has been his downfall. But anyway, Usher gave Chris Brown his flowers at his residency. Usher has a My Way residency. And if you have not been to Usher's residency, oh my gosh, like I went to his residency and it was everything. He gave him his flowers and told him that he is a legend, which he
And
is. Like,
is.
he is. Chris Brown is a legend. Usher's a legend, but Chris Brown is our time. Like, he is really a living legend. Like, so shout out to Usher for giving him his flowers.
And shout out to Chris. I've been listening to Chris all week.
Have you? What have you been listening to, Chris?
Indigo.
What song? Come on, Indigo.
Indigo. And
What you wanna do tonight?
and he just dropped a video to Under the Influence. Which,
Yes.
oh, wow, like, was you not confused? Because that album came out like 3 years ago. Why he do that? Not, and I love the video. Chris looks good.
Wait a second. She said, "Was you not confused?" Oh, were you asking? Was I not confused? Or
Yeah.
was girl? I thought you were saying Chris. Was you not confused because your album?
No, I'm asking you.
Girl, no. I thought that was on this past album.
It was on Indigo.
Girl, I don't know,
That's what I'm
child. I
saying.
don't
Like
know
he
what
came out
Chris
with a
got going
whole
on.
new album and released a single from a song that he did an album 2 albums ago, like that.
That's weird.
But I love the
Yeah,
song.
I did see that. And the video was very sexy. It was giving very
Mm-mm.
much my man vibes. And I actually, this is a side note, y'all. I had a dream about Chris Brown the other night.
Mm-mm. Girl,
We wouldn't do anything Jeremy Brennan wise, but baby,
it
we was
wasn't quick, huh?
yeah, ain't nothing quickly about my man. But anyway, shout out to them. Speaking of shout out to Young Miami and Monique, who will be joining the cast of BMF for their season 2. Do you watch BMF on Stars?
Mm-mm. What is that about?
It's the Black Mafia family. So Big Meech, Big Meech, Larry Hoover,
Yeah.
The story is based on his
Is it
story.
a reality show or is it scripted?
No, it's a series.
Oh,
It's a scripted
okay.
TV series.
Okay,
Yeah.
come on, The Shy.
So right, yeah. If y'all watch that, it's co-creator 50 Cent.
Ah,
This is show. Yeah, but no, it's a really good show. I've watched a couple of episodes. It's really good. It's like on the power shit, all of that. But shout out to Carisha, because Carisha, please, she's going to be I'm sorry, see, I'm all over the place too. She's okay, let me start that over. Shout out to Carisha because she is doing her acting debut in BMF. We don't know what her character is going to be, but her character name is going to be Deanna Washington. And also shout out to Monique because Monique is also going to be on this season as Goldie, and she's supposed to be a Atlanta strip club owner.
okay.
Yeah, so y'all know they was trying to blackball our auntie,
Okay.
but she done came back. So so BMF will premiere in January of 2023. So if you watch that and keep up with that, shout out. Also, speaking of renewals, if you watch P-Valley has been renewed for season 3. Do you watch P-Valley? I could not get into P-Valley.
I don't. I'm sorry. I know that's everybody's show, but
It is everybody's show. Now I did try to watch it. I tried to watch the first episode, but I could not get past the first episode. So if I am stuck on an episode for a show, I generally don't watch it. So but I'm just here to tell y'all because I know people love the show. It's coming out, but we don't know
I'm gonna give it a try. I give all you niggas shows as a try. I tried watching Power like 5 or 6 times. I just could not do it.
I can't believe you couldn't get into
I
Power,
could
friend.
not.
That's crazy to me.
So I'm gonna give this a chance to. Usually, when niggas like shit a whole lot, I don't. So we'll see.
Well, that's just like y'all like what's that show that you said I need to watch? Love and Hip Hop Huntsville. Not Love and Hip Hop.
Not but Hip Hop Huntsville.
Whatever it's called.
Love and Marriage Huntsville. Did you try watching it?
I still haven't tried watching it.
You didn't even try, nigga.
But I am going to. I have tried, but I'm gonna try again because I didn't put in a good effort. But, anyways, the creator of P-Valley said it'll be a Mississippi minute before y'all can see the show.
Okay.
But at least y'all know it's coming, child. In movie news, a couple of trailers dropped this week. Some dope trailers. So, Creed 3 trailer dropped this week, and it will be directed by Michael B. Jordan. Y'all know the Creed franchise. It's coming back for Creed 3, okay? I love Creed, so I'm really excited to see it. And it looks like there's a twist to the storyline based on the trailer that I saw. It looks like he has a old friend from the hood that gets out of prison and trying to come back, and so now he's gonna have to fight him, child. I don't know. That's my interpretation of the trailer. But if you want to go watch the trailer, go watch the trailer. It hits theaters in March of 2023. Oh, March 23rd, 2023. And also, House Party is making a comeback. A new modern, House Party is making a comeback.
I love this.
I do too. The trailer dropped this week for House Party. It's starting our good man, Jacob Lattimore.
I
love Jacob Lattimore.
love
Girl,
him.
I love me some Jacob Lattimore, and I really love him. Like I think he's my boyfriend.
Girl, you got a lot of men.
I'm a polygamist.
Okay.
Ah,
Big heart for Jacob though. I love
yes, me
him.
too. I love his music. I love him acting shy. I just love him. Like he
Mhm.
has really good vibes.
Yes, I want to hug him.
So, girl, I want to hug him. I want to kiss him. I want to yeah. Anyway, so it looks like the house party, it looks like they have a good storyline. They're having a party at LeBron James's house. How this comes about, I don't know, but it looks good while LeBron James is on vacation. And it looks like there will be a lot of celebrity appearances. Snoop Dogg, Lil Wayne, Lena Waithe. Like it's all so random.
I love that.
So even Kid from Kid and Play is gonna be on there. So
Yes.
it's that looks exciting. It's supposed to be in theaters in January 13th.
Yay.
I will be watching and letting y'all know. The 2022 American Music Awards nominees have been announced, and it's featuring all of our favorite artists. Artists of the year include Adele, Drake, Beyonce, of course. Drake, Future, Lil Baby, Lil Durk are all nominated for favorite male hip hop artists. Cardi B, Glorilla, Lotto, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj are nominated for favorite female hip hop artists. So the American Music Awards premieres on Sunday, November the 20th, and they have it's to me it's like how are they gonna choose favorite male R&B artist? Chris Brown, Giveon, Lucky Day, The Weeknd. So shout out to all our people that's being
I'm
nominated.
Team Lucky Day.
You team Lucky Day, friend?
Love him.
I like Lucky Day too. Speaking of award shows, the 2022 Soul Train Awards also announced their nominations. Mary J. Blige and Beyonce, Ari Lennox, Chris Brown, Lizzo. And again, like especially for this R&B soul female artist list, Ari Lennox, Beyonce, her, Jasmine Sullivan, Lizzo, Mary J. Blige, SZA, and Tim's. How are they going to choose and make a decision? So shout out to whoever is on the
I think
committee.
Tim's got that one.
You think Tim's gonna win?
I think so, just because her
Tim's had
voice,
been on her.
I know, and her voice is so unique.
Yeah,
She's an excellent writer. She's kind of new. Well, not kind of. She is new to this, and I think she had a really great year. So I think they'll give it to
she
her.
has had a good year.
Mhm.
She has had a
Or
good year.
Summer. You know, Summer's my girl too. Love me some Summer Walker. I love all of these ladies, honestly.
I know it's a real hard decision because all of these women is in a bag. Period. So the Soul Train Awards airs Sunday, November 27th on BET. And speaking of award shows, so we kind of talked about this earlier, but um we touched on it a little bit. But Nicki Minaj, y'all know she went on live and was just upset about her super freaky girl not being nominated for a Grammy, but under the pop category. She was mad that it was not under the rap category, like Lotto's. And so she did all this crying and doing all of that. And now the Grammys reportedly have nominated her, or she will be nominated 5 times in the rap categories for
Just
the
to lose.
2023
They still gonna
Grammys.
make you lose, sis, because they don't like you. And what I want you to understand is fuck them. Like you gonna spend your whole career going back and forth with these Grammy niggas, knowing that they don't like you for whatever. Somebody that works at the Grammys has long not fucked with Nicki Minaj, and that's what this whole thing is about. Super freaky girl, and what's Lotto's song? Um,
Uh, big
Big
energy.
Energy, same song, same pop record. To
Yeah, he said it, and it's the same producer.
yes, it is,
Yeah, but now she's done all that crying, and so now she's nominated in
and
the
she's
categories that
still
she's
gonna
nominated
lose.
for.
She's still gonna lose the damn category. They're not gonna give it to her. And if they did, it'll just be to shut her ass up because she's been going on and on and on about these Grammys for years. And the regular people of us. It's not lost on us, Nikki. We know, like you've been rapping for years. Cardi B comes out and now she's best new artist. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's
Right?
just been
Yeah.
years of shit like that. So I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't even. I just I want you, I want Kanye, I want any other famous black person with any of their own range to stop going to these white people begging for acceptance. Just stop.
Please, yeah, y'all are accepted amongst your culture, amongst
And
your
that should be
peers,
good enough. Like, you racking
and
them
that
up
should be
in
good
BET
enough.
Awards. That ain't good enough
Girl, they don't think the BET Awards hold
for you.
nothing.
Girl, let me get a BET
But
Award. I'll be like, thank you.
girl, what? For Black at Work, the best podcast goes to
Okay. I'm gonna be like that. I'm gonna be up there like, I want to give thanks to Beyonce. Because without her, I wouldn't be here.
girl at all.
I'm just playing.
Not Beyonce.
Hmm.
Well, lastly, y'all, I'ma just tell y'all about. I just have to vent to y'all about Potomac because I literally come on here to vent. I haven't watched all of the shows, but I know Married to Medicine has wrapped up and it's about to. We're about to go into the reunion, so we'll kind of talk about that next week. But Potomac is back again, like Sheree said on Housewives, and they are again. They're coming with it. So let me just say, I am sick of you, Giselle. I want Giselle to find another hairstylist to pluck her wigs because her wigs, I really need her to get her tweezers and pluck. Like,
Girl.
why are your wigs still looking like they're came in the net and you haven't bleached the knots, you ain't plucked it, you ain't done nothing, but you on Potomac talking about everybody and they
Her
mama.
leg ain't Wade, friend. Her leg ain't Wade. It ain't laid.
Why does she still have the same hairstylist, that man? Like, her style is whack. At least your wigs could be on point. Get another hairstylist. Like, she's really irritating me because she's on here creating drama. Now, y'all know last week she was on there questioning Mia about her health scare, about how Mia went on social media and how all the girls just didn't think that they thought that she was going on there doing that for attention. And again, last week I said, Giselle, who are you to tell me what I can and cannot do? Giselle thinks she's somebody's mama. Now, this week she getting into it with Ashley because she thought Ashley shouldn't be getting the house with her with Michael Darby. Girl, you are not in their marriage, okay? You cannot come to people like they're your daughters and be like trying to check them. Girl, you have three daughters that you can go check. Go check them.
Girl.
And then oh, go
No,
ahead.
I'm
Go
gonna say
ahead.
her daughters be checking her ass, trying to get her through
Girl.
life because she's so damn slow.
Cause you so slow. And you cannot tell me about, well, she has been through a divorce, so you can give me advice on that. But you can't tell me, and I don't like Ashley by any means, but Ashley had a point this week when she was trying to tell her, like, okay, did you easily leave Jamal? Did you easily do this? Like, she tries to make everything, it's like she can never put herself in someone else's shoes, or she acts like she's just so above it all. Like, and you're not, and especially with that wig not being plucked, you can't be above nothing with that. I'm sick of this wig. And lastly, I'm just giving y'all a brief recap, chat. Y'all can go look at it. But lastly, the show ended, and it's to be continued, but the show ended with Giselle talking. First of all, she sat down with Robin and was like, well, Chris made me feel uncomfortable because, so Ashley claims that, well, she didn't claim it happened, okay, allegedly. Ashley claims that Chris slid into her DM. This is
Ashley Darby?
Ashley Darby. She claimed that Chris, Candace's husband, slid into her DM and said, hey, I'm at the W. It was 2:00 in the morning. I'm at the W. You and your friend should have came here. He replied to a story that she had posted with her friend. And he replied and said, I'm at the W. You should have came here. And so Ashley took that as, oh, he tried to slide into my DMs. So Ashley goes to Candace and tells Candace, and Candace was like, I don't see the problem.
I wouldn't
Like,
have saw the problem either, but
I don't either. So listen. So they squashed that. So then they go to Ashley hosts a dance, studio party, and all the girls come. We in the near of it, and Giselle pulls Candace aside and was like, yeah, and by the way, Chris made me also feel uncomfortable. He took me into a room and, we had a conversation. And Candace said, okay, and what happened? We just had a conversation. So the man didn't put his hands on you.
what did
He
y'all
didn't tell
talk
you he wanted
about?
to lick you. we just had a conversation and I felt uncomfortable. Girl, if you don't get away from me with the reaching.
See, this the type of shit that's gonna have you fucked up, Giselle. Cause I don't play about my man.
And that, baby, and that, when I tell y'all, Candace was like, cut. Where is the executive producer?
Girl, for real.
I don't know what his name is. I can't remember, because what you're not gonna do is try to make my man out to be
some weird ass, touchy feely ass.
And Candace was like, y'all have Michael Darby to do that.
Girl, and I was just about to say that. Who you think this is, Michael Darby?
Girl, baby, listen. And Giselle, you're reaching. Go get your wig plucked. Try to find a storyline. She's trying to find a storyline. How dare you come to me talking about you felt uncomfortable. Y'all was in a room. Even your friend Robin felt like you were reaching.
Girl,
what happened?
No.
You don't have any claims.
No. This
girl, go watch that scene.
I can't. I'm with Candace here.
I am too. Absolutely.
The rage that I would have felt, like, you are not about to sit up here and insinuate that my nigga is some type of pervy ass weird person that's making you feel uncomfortable like that. And when that ain't even his game, girl. You ain't. I don't care if you need a storyline so bad. You better pick another fucking storyline, bitch.
Candace was like, he's cooked for you. He looks at y'all as family, like, because he took you in a room. And then she couldn't even say, and she was tripped up, like, so what did he do? I mean, we were just talking, and okay, so what did he do? Candace was like, what did he do?
What did y'all talk about?
Nothing. She didn't have anything. She couldn't stand on anything. So Giselle,
girl,
get your wig plucked.
See,
go get your wig plucked so that maybe your hair follicles. I don't know, girl. I can't deal with her. I'm sick of her already, and we only on episode 2.
Girl, that the wig glue is really harsh over there. Her
girl, she ain't got no wig glue. That wig look like it's coming up. It's not plucked. It's not laying down. There's no got to be glued. There's no freezer spray. There's absolutely nothing.
This wig is
holding
really
it down.
Bothering Anessa.
I am over it. I'm over her. She's too pretty to be this.
I don't like the character that she presents on TV. Like
I don't need.
You have to be a better person than this in person for me to even give you any type of grace, because this fucking sucks. And for you to sit up here and try to say that my man is doing something fucking weird. This is a serious accusation. This goes back to our true crime story. Like, you just cannot say shit like this about people and it not be true. You just can't do that. Like it.
And she knew she was reaching.
Ooh, I'm sorry, I got fired
you're mad at me because I felt uncomfortable. Giselle, you know what you're doing. Don't gaslight me. And that's what I don't like. And Robin is steady sticking beside her, and I can't deal with it. Anyways, y'all, that's all I have for the break room.
If you made it to the end of this show, listen. Hit us up in our DMs. I got something for you. I'm gonna buy you lunch or something. Okay. The first person to hit us in our DMs and let us know that you finished this show, and I'm gonna give you a code word. The code word is, what should the code word?
Quickly.
Okay. The first person to quickly hit us up in our DMs and quickly let us know that you made it to this section of the show, we'll buy you lunch. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So also don't forget to tell a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend.
And now don't tell a friend that we buying them lunch, because we only buying one of y'all.
Right. Only one of y'all get lunch. Okay. Don't tell your friend to come for lunch, because we ain't paying for them. You know how it is when you try to bring your friend with you. Your mom like, I ain't paying for them.
Right.
We ain't paying for them. We only paying for you.
Bring your cash apps. Like my mom, bring your cash apps with an S.
Okay. Your cash apps. Girl, let's get out of here, right?
Girl,
we've been here all motherfucking day. Bye, y'all.